Hi there, and welcome to the Barbara Young channel, and welcome to my Friday Sews. First of all, I'd just like to thank Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating the hashtag Friday Sews. Thank you, Jen. So what have I been doing? Well, first of all, I've been making a top, which is this one. This top is a top I'd actually shown last week, just part way through. I've actually got it finished now. It is the Kwik Sew 3979. I have made this top before, but with the different closure. This one's got the V-neck, the other one's got the, like, I don't know what you'd call it, like a polo enclosure. I'm not quite sure how you'd refer to it, but that's what I've made before. What I'll do is I'll get up and show you how this one's come out. So here it is, the finished item. As you can see, it's a nice item with long sleeves, got a V-neck. I've made this before, but I made the different closure on the front. The pattern is actually a short sleeve pattern, but I took sleeves from another pattern to make it long sleeve because I wanted this to be a long sleeve top, really. I think it looks nice like that. It's got nice pockets on it and this slightly angled hem edge to it. That's front and back. I'll just come a bit closer so you can see maybe some of the details because it's a bit busy, this material, which is cats, and you've got cats with glasses and neckties and neckerchiefs, and yeah. But as you can see, I've got a V-neck on there. The waist is, you create a channel when you sew this up. The way it's done, you do the top half, and then you do the bottom half. You fix this channel to the bottom half, then sew it together, and then turn it up, and then stitch the rest of the channel, and you end up with this cord. It's got some elastic in there with the edges on, so you can tighten that to however tight you fancy, you know. And then it's got these pockets, of which the pockets are fully lined. I followed Jen's instructions on doing pockets for doing these ones on this one. I've put them on at an angle. They're meant to be designed to go straight down, but I've done them at a slight angle. The only thing you have to be careful when you put them on at an angle is make sure you don't go into the seam allowance or where the hem is. So other than that, there we go. A nice top. Now I said that I'd made this before, so what I'll do is I'll just show you what the other one was like, which was this one that I'd made previously. I say it got the different enclosure. Closure at the top here, so slightly different neckline. But again, long sleeves, and I put the pockets on at an angle with the tie on the side. You can see that angling that you get on there. And yeah, this one is just as comfortable, but with the foxes on it, the sleeping foxes. Again, it's a dark blue background, but it's really nice. So, just wondering which one I like best. Do I like this one or this one? I don't know really, they're both just as nice as each other. They've both got the same fitting, the same style, just different material, and the only thing that's different is this neckline. And I do like this neckline, I must admit. It was easier to put this in. I think actually, if anything, the only thing I'd change would be the neckline to come down a bit more. So it's got a slightly wider or longer neckline, just to make it a bit easier to get on and off, because it is over the head job. And my only worry is that if I made it the wrong size, I didn't get the shaping right, it would be a bit too tight. But no, this is nicely fitting, but enough ease that I can get it on and off my head. I think if I wanted it more baggy, if you preferred it as a baggier top, then yeah, just go up a size from what you think you're going to need. But yeah, I like both of them. They're both brilliant, both wonderful and very comfortable. Now previously I'd made this lovely top. It's got pin tucks on it. Just get closer. And it's quite long, this slight sort of curved edge to it. And there are buttons all the way down to here, so it unbuttons quite away and just goes over the head with long sleeves. Now this was a top that I had remade. Took it apart, remade it, and if you'd seen the video, seen previously, I'd shown this off in this lovely black material with biplanes on it. One of the suggestions was to make this, but in something light, so that you could see the pin tucks more. So what I've done is I've gone out and I've got some material it's called linen look. So let me just get out of that. And this is the material that I've got. It's a light material, it's quite lightweight. I've got plenty, I think I've got 3 meters. I think 3 meters is way too much, but these sleeves take quite a lot to put on, and actually because the pin tucks are on there, this front section is actually really quite wide. It's a very wide piece, and as I'm cutting it on the fold, then you need actually quite a wide bit of material to actually cut this out, otherwise you end up skimping a bit. But yeah, the material is this. It's just like, it's almost white, it's a sort of slightly off cream colour. It is a linen or a linen look. I'm not sure whether it's got any polyester in there, whether it's totally linen or cotton. I don't really know actually, it just said linen look. So I've yet to determine what material it actually is. But yeah, I mean that should make a nice top with those pin tucks and be able to show it off a bit better. So that'll be a project for the future, as it were, but at least I've got the material and I'm ready to go with it, except this does need washing. I've not washed it yet. Next thing I've been working on is this bag. Not this one particularly, but this pattern. What it is I've got a bag pattern that I've been sort of working with, designing, putting together, and I've been messing about with it probably for the last couple of years at least. This is one of the versions of it, but this is near to the proper full version, end version as it were, that I want. It's a crossed shoulder, crossbody bag with a really long adjustable strap. You can make this really quite a long, this strap, which is the way I prefer it. And I've been umming and ahhing about how to develop this bag. Basic shape and design is there. Now on this side it's got a false pocket. It's not real, does false flap, doesn't exist. This side it's got a magnetic clip. This one's actually got one zip on the outer, but the one I'm currently working on will have another zip, an inner zip, to go over this area where, because it's divided inside, this area's got some couple of inner pockets. But the other thing about it is that it's quite floppy. There's no real rigidity in this, just as it were a cloth bag. So I'm trying to work in some rigidity with this bag to make it work a bit better. So I've got a big pile of pieces, so all the pieces I've got cut out, and everything pretty much has been interfaced. I've got some thicker sort of white stitching interfacing that's quite thick to go in there with that one. And the pattern, the material that I'm using is actually the panda material that I've got. So this is going to sort of form part of that bag. It's going to go up round, form the lid, the top of it. So there's quite a bit of work to do with this. It's quite involved, this bag. And the other thing is that when I'd done it originally, I didn't really do any instructions. I've actually got to slowly go through this, work out the order of construction, write down my instructions and everything, so I've got this bag sort of sorted out properly. Because at the moment I'm sort of about halfway there. I can make the bag, but I'm sort of fudging the the order of construction, how it goes together, just to get it to work. So I need to sort of finalise how that bag works, but hopefully eventually I'll have a bag pattern. Don't know what I'll do with that bag pattern once I've got it actually sorted, but there you go. It's a project I'm still working on. Hopefully we'll get there before too long. Next thing I've got is a cutting mat. Now this was a set actually that I've got. It's a cutting mat. It's a rotary cutter with some blades, some extra blades, and I also got a sort of ruler. If you can see that, it's in a ruler block. I don't know what you call it. So yeah, that's smart, marvellous. I've got some clips. You know, the sort of, instead of using pins, you can, those clip things you can use, a bag of them. And of all the things they've also put in there is office scissors. Who knows, eh? I suppose they thought, well, this is a pack for art stuff, we'll put some scissors in there. It just happens to say office scissors. I probably won't use these on material. I'm more likely to use these on paper or maybe interfacing, especially cutting out interfacing. I always use a different pair of scissors. So that's another pair of scissors for another job that I can use, or for just clipping and trimming, as it were. So yeah, brilliant. So it's a whole set that I'd got. Now the reason for getting this set is that I was actually watching another channel, YouTube channel. It's a lovely lady called Anna from Pattern Pouch Nest. I think that's the correct name for it. But she was doing a video on, I believe it's the Sew Up Cycle 23 challenge that she was talking about. I think she's going to be taking part in that. And she was actually mentioning about her scraps, that you could use scraps on upcycling. And then she happened to mention that the bag that her scraps were in, she'd actually made, by the sounds of it, from what she was saying, she'd made the bag. All the scraps are in there, homemade bag. And that's when I thought, that's a brilliant idea. How about making a scrap bag out of my scraps? So I've got a scrap bag for my scrap bag, if you know what I mean. Mine's just in a plastic like bin bag type thing, a green one, and it's a huge thing, but I would use up quite a bit, wouldn't I, if I was to make that bag out of the scraps to make another bag, which would be quite brilliant. So I bought this and this, so I can cut up the my scraps to make them into shapes that I can sew together, and then do it a bit like, I suppose, a bit of a quilting project, and then make that material into a bag. So my scrap bag will be a scrap bag. So thank you for that inspiration, Anna, from I think it's Pattern Pouch Nest. I'll put a link in the description so I can get that right, hopefully. But yeah, there you go, light bulb moment. So I went out and got some equipment to be able to do that, and if I've got stuff left over, I was thinking I could always make some more bags as well, which would be like my knitting bag, which is like this. So basically I'd put the piece together, put a backing on it, do it like a quilted, so it's a long piece, a bit like a runner, because that's what this was. It was a table runner, and then just form it into a bag. So yeah, so my scraps hopefully are going to get turned into bags of some description. Now when I went out and got that material, the linen look material, I couldn't help really but buy another pattern, which is what I've done. This is a skirt pattern. This is the McCall's 7022. Now I got this because the McCall's were on offer. They were 50% off all the McCall's patterns. In the UK, I think they're doing it across nationwide maybe. I think there's quite a lot of places I've seen where the McCall's patterns are on 50%. So if you are out looking for a half price pattern, McCall's at the moment. But I wanted a basic skirt really. I wanted just a basic one. I haven't actually got that many skirt patterns, but this one seemed to fit the bill. It's quite a nice basic sort of A-line skirt, but with some pleating in it, so that makes it a really nice pattern to have a go at. So yeah, hopefully that'll be quite nice, I imagine. The way that the lady's wearing this, the model is wearing this skirt, is that it looks like it sits on the high hip, not on the waist. But that's fine for me. I'm quite happy with that because I'll style it or wear it and measure it to wear it from my actual waist, rather than the high hip. So yeah, new pattern to have a go at some point. So that's it really. That's my week. One item made, another one in progress, some ideas coming along of things I'm hoping to get done as well. Another pattern to have a go at some point, I suppose, that skirt pattern. I'm not sure when I'll get that done. I don't think I've really got any material for that neither, because I think it says it's like wool blends and stuff like that. So it's a slightly heavier skirt, But yeah, there we go. That was my week. Personal stuff, as it were, life. I really haven't got much to say, as it were. It's nice and quiet, so I can try and get things done anyway. Now there is one other thing that I do want to mention. It is not sewing related, but actually music related. I've just bought a CD. Brilliant. But the reason I want to mention this is because it's a CD by an artist called Mary Spender, who is an independent singer-songwriter, and she's just released her first album, of which is this one. It's called Super Sexy Heartbreak, and it's a great little album. I've got a pre-ordered. I pre-ordered it, and it's a signed copy. It's got signed on the back there by Mary Spender. So she's, as I say, an independent artist who does a lot of acoustic singer-songwriting sort of music. She does go out and do touring and stuff. I've never seen her live, I must admit. But yeah, I just wanted to mention this because I bought this album and I think it's really good. I think she's a really brilliant artist and is really forging away on her own. And I just want to make it clear that I'm not sponsored at all. This is not a promotion in any way at all. I've gone out and bought this CD myself because I enjoy her music, and I just wanted to share that with you. So there you go, Mary Spender. So if you like this video, do please give it a like, click that button, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and you'll get a notification. If you subscribe, and you'll be able to see them videos as they come out. Also put some comments down if you'd like to. I do like reading your comments, so it's enjoyable to see what you're talking about and what your views are. So yeah, please do join in and with the sewing community. So it's just left for me to say thank you very much for watching my video. I look forward to seeing my next video. Bye. Yeah.